After the success of Iron Man and Captain America, it seemed like Thor was the biggest role ever in Hollywood. But before Chris Helmsworth walked into the audition room and just was Thor, who else was considered for the role? Well, crazy enough, the first choice was actually Daniel Craig. Yes, Bond himself, which, of course, looking back could work, and he was actually even offered the role, but declined. In my mind, he is obviously a little bit too old for this, especially with the plot of the first film, that hot-headed younger Thor, but he definitely would work in the role. It's well known that Tom Hiddleston was considered for the titular role before being cast as Loki, and it's safe to say that Marvel made the right decision here. Channing Tatum, however, actually met with the director Kenneth Branagh. Supposedly he was very strongly considered, but eventually lost out on the role because he was deemed to be not Nordic looking enough. In the audition process, it seems like there were two front runners, Chris Helmsworth and Alex Skarsgård. Alex even had a full screen test in the full costume, and even though he was considered for many superheroes down the road, I think this one might fit him best. He is probably my favorite on this list, and the one that's really easy to see with him in the role. Now, a name that doesn't make sense to me is Joel Kinnaman. He feels so wrong for this character, and I cannot see him in this role whatsoever. I guess when developing concept art early on, they used Kevin McKidd's likeness. So he wasn't running for a little bit, but who knows how far he really got. He never really auditioned or was in strong consideration, but with him being a star on the rise with Grey's Anatomy, it makes sense. Interestingly enough, early on, Triple H was in the running. Yes, the wrestler Triple H. He had a couple acting credits to his name, and it was probably just there for his frame and his look, but he was never really considered seriously at all. Charlie Hunnam actually had a screen test for the role. I think he might be a touch too rugged, much like Craig, but that's just me. And finally, we have Liam Hemsworth, who is the brother of Chris, who was in consideration at the end, but in my opinion, probably was too young. So there are the others who were considered. Who is your favorite? I really like Daniel Craig in an alternative universe with a much more rugged. Let me know who your choice is in the comments below. As always though, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.